stay tuned after the episode for an exclusive sneak peek of some upcoming Patreon content. That and more Patreon content can be found at I Love You Mana on patreon.com. $5 a month for all the content you can fill your diaper with. Okay, now on with the show. Oh God! Oh God!
This game is gonna serve as a placeholder till we get a hold of something better. I love you, Mana.
Oh yeah, here we are, folks. And then there were two. They're falling every week. Who would have ever thought that it would be Zach and I at the end?
Uh-huh. At the end of all things.
Who would have ever thought the most bitter of rivals would be at the end of this?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how are you? What's going on, Zach? Welcome, one and all, to this two-person, maybe special edition of I Love You, Mana, episode 200 something or other. Rate, review, subscribe.
That's what everyone wanted. They wanted the Zach and Mikey two-hander. That's what they wanted.
Have we ever done? Well, I don't think we've ever done this combo in all these eps. I don't think we've ever just done me and you.
Really? We've done.
No, we haven't. We've done like weird cell phone recordings, but never like main feed.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we'll see. We'll see if this is usable. I'm not convinced yet. But...
I mean, you used the Henry and Aaron episode, so I think, yeah, this is going to be usable.
Well, we were pretty desperate. We were pretty desperate for the Henry and Aaron app, but they did a good job. Henry had a lot of good riffs. Aaron's mic leaves something to be desired.
Yeah, what the hell you think I'm going to do? You think I'm going to leave you riffless?
No, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll survive. Hey, Mike, I wanted to ask because I was thinking about this this past weekend. Because like,
go ahead, Zach.
Are you still like taking your weed break?
I am. I'm on. I just surpassed 2 months off pot.
Wow! Congratulations. That's big news.
Why? What's up?
Well, because I had something that happened to me. Maybe it's happened to me before, but I hadn't like really narrowed it down as like a weed thing, I guess.
Sure.
But I was hanging out with Nina and I smoked well, she wasn't looking. I took a maybe too big of a rip off of a little something or other. And like
yeah.
The next day, like I felt pretty faded in the moment, but the next day I woke up, I had a big headache, was feeling like disoriented, and I was like, is it possible to have like a weed hangover? Like I was pretty wasted.
I think 100% you can have a weed hangover. Weed actually has a half-life and stays in your body for almost a month. So even if you smoke weed once, you can feel the residual effects of weed in your body for like a month. Some people it benefits, other people it can lead to increased anxiety, increased depression. Towards the end of when I was using a lot of pot, like it was just ramping up my anxiety and depression. And I was kind of stuck in the cycle where I thought using it was helping, where it was really hurting me. And now that I've been off it like 2 months, I gotta say things have never been better.
Great, that's awesome. I love it.
Which is like a complete tonal change from where I was at last year, because I'm a huge proponent of weed. It just doesn't. I think everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people just reach a point where it doesn't work for them anymore, or they can't use it like they used to like to, you become a little too dependent, because you can get addicted to weed. I don't believe the whole thing where it's non-habit formed, and I think that's kind of a crock. But yeah, you can definitely get a weed hangover.
But there's
you might have COVID. You also just might have COVID.
But there was an extenuating circumstance, which was that we had like we went to a Mexican restaurant, and just because we saw it like coming out, okay, just follow with me. We went to this Mexican restaurant and we saw it like coming out of like the kitchen.
The fajitas.
It wasn't the fajitas. It was the mar y tierra.
What's that?
So it's basically a fajitas. It wasn't like steaming, but it's like a cut of meat, and then it's topped with shrimp with Spanish rice and beans and salad and guacamole. It was like, all the fixins. It was like quite, it looks really impressive, right?
Okay.
So we got it because I was like, oh, it looks really good. But when we actually got to like the shrimp were great, the rice is great, everything's great. When we got to the meat had like it was like probably a cheaper cut of meat. It had a lot of like kind of stringy
Oh,
tissue to it.
oh, tendon.
Yeah, it's got a lot of like tendon stuff, and I was like high eating this, and I'm just like was completely failing to put any of the bits in my mouth,
Oh,
and I
so
was,
you lost like motor functions.
yeah. Oh, I was like subfunctional, like uh
I mean, like, what's your relationship with weed right now? Like, do
mhm.
you smoke weed before you go out to dinner? Like, how
We
often
were
are you?
eating in. We smoked as when we had brought the food in and before we ate. So
Is that typical?
no, and I'm thinking that it might be something that I don't repeat. I think that was a little
Yeah.
bit scary.
I mean, how much did you smoke?
Okay, here's the thing. I only had like one hit, but I think I have like a weird like scarcity thing that I need to get over, which is
Oh,
like,
okay, let's explore that. What's your scarcity thing?
well, okay, so I don't want to feel like I'm wasting the weed, right? Like,
Sure. Does that roll over to other facets of your life?
yeah, like perhaps books that I should throw away and other stuff.
Uh,
But yeah, like also I used to do this thing where I would when I lived alone, I would save like the carrot stubs of like carrots and like the onion peels and stuff, and I put it in the freezer.
for composting.
No, to make a vegetable stock.
What? You can't make stew out of that?
No, you don't make stew. You make vegetable stock. You strain it. Like you,
Well,
you.
how many stocks have you ever made, bro?
Honestly, it might have only been one. To be honest, it might have been only one.
You just have trash in your freezer.
Yeah, it's like a bag of like decomposing junk, and then
Yvonne does that with chicken bones, but she actually makes chicken stock.
really, okay, so it's not so crazy. I think like
Well,
chicken
I
bones
mean,
is
no,
better.
we're talking chicken bones versus
Uh-huh.
onion peels
And like
and
other things, like
carrot stuff.
the stems of broccoli and other like vegetable stuff, right? You take all that stuff, you boil it, and then
Yeah,
you
I
strain it
understand
out.
how stock works, Zach. Let's get back into the scarcity thing. Anything else?
Well, okay. When I made it while I was like living. I had a roommate at the time, and
Really?
uh,
Who's your roomie?
well, this was when I was living in Santa Barbara. So like, this was the guy who like I was living with this guy and his grandmother, and like he had a brother growing up.
What the
This was a whole situation, man. It was pretty
Wait a
bad.
minute. How did you get into that? Was this a Craigslist thing or?
Yeah, it was a Craigslist thing.
No way, Zach. This is so interesting. So, and you knew the grandma was there when you moved in.
Yeah, I liked her. She was great. I was stealing her kind bars. I was like eating her
What?
kind bars like every week.
Dude, she needs that for her blood sugar. She probably dropped dead one day because she didn't have kind bars.
I mean, they did eventually accuse me of eating their kind bars, and I did like I
Really?
had to cop up to that. Yeah.
They
I was
took you to roomie court. I once had to mediate roomie court because one of
uh
my roomies in LA spit on the other roommate.
what? Like a
Yeah,
Harry Styles situation?
he spit on the other roommate, and basically me and the two other roommates that weren't part of the situation, we were like, you gotta move out before this one roomie beats the fucking shit out of you. Because we're not gonna stop him if he does it. To the
Okay.
spitter, not the spitty.
Okay. And you are a third party to this. You're not involved. You're just like watching on.
I was mediating.
Uh-huh. Okay. And
I
and
had
what
no other choice. I didn't witness it, but it seemed like Yeah, he had to go.
Okay, so you
He
be
was
your.
also he'd also pee in bottles.
Oh,
The
okay, the spitter or the spitty.
the spitter. No, the
Okay,
spitty is golden. The spitty is one of my best friends to this day.
okay. So
Yeah.
maybe like what was going on with the spitter? What was going on in his life that he needed to pee
Well,
in
I didn't
bottles?
really ask him much because he was a guy that peed in bottles, so I didn't really
Uh-huh.
get much into his business besides like, hey, could you throw away some of your pee bottles because you have
Uh-huh.
like the one main floor room and it's starting to like smell in the living room.
Oh God, so he's paying more rent? Did he pay more rent for the main floor room?
I have no idea, Zach. I wouldn't
Uh-huh.
really talk to this guy. I wouldn't
Okay.
like go. You don't really go out of your way to talk to a guy that has his own bathroom yet still pees in bottles.
Oh my God.
What?
That's
You're stealing from the elderly, dude.
well, the statute of limitations has expired on that, I think. But
No, it hasn't.
I mean, I'm stealing from my mom, so that also counts as stealing from the elderly.
So it's a
Uh,
pattern. You always look for the pattern.
uh-huh. I just go after these young, these old, feeble seniors.
If
Uh,
you grew up in the 70s, you'd definitely be forging checks.
could you get away? I guess you could get away with that in the 70s.
Oh, yeah, you can get away with anything in the 70s.
Uh-huh. Man, well, yeah, I watched that movie,
You could have
Licorice
shot
Pizza.
that roomie's grandma in the head and no one would have ever caught you.
I don't know about that, man. She was a nice lady. I will say, like, I definitely was like, I mean, I was like a 22-year-old guy. I should not have been there, and like, I definitely made this guy Tim's life really uncomfortable because he
Well,
had this
don't
like,
dox him. Don't fucking say his name.
I'm not saying his last name, just saying Tim. His name was Tim.
Him from Santa Barbara.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Technically Goleta, actually.
Oh, wow. Not even Santa Barbara.
No, I probably couldn't afford Santa Barbara real estate. Although I do miss living in California. It's really nice. When I went to visit Belly, it made me like miss like the Californian climate, you know.
Well, yeah, it's super nice there with all the rain right now.
Yeah, well, I guess it's always rainy in like the Bay Area. But is it raining in LA?
It kind of stopped. They kind of got a break. But is that one of your? Would you want to move to the West Coast, Zach?
Yeah, why not? I don't know. Either West Coast or like New Yorkish would be fun.
You
I
think
would
like
like
the fall of mankind? You want to be on a coast?
uh-huh. Yeah, I want the earthquake to take me out first. That's what
When
I
the
want.
singularity occurs and our AI overlords line us up, you want to be
Uh-huh.
on a coast.
Yeah, I want to be first onto whatever ship takes us to the Gray Harbor.
I was talking to someone else about this today. I couldn't
Uh-huh.
really see myself living on the coast. I like the Midwest too much.
Hmm.
I like how cheap it is.
Is that the big one? Is that the big one?
Yeah, I mean, and my
Uh-huh.
family's here, you know.
Yeah, that's the big factor. But like, I don't know, like, okay, this season, right, like that we're in, which is like anywhere south of us in the country, it's spring, and people are like, oh, the flowers are coming out or whatever. But
Yeah.
here, it's gray. It's dead. You're see the snow's just starting to melt. You see all the dead grass and on around all these dead trees. Everything's dead and slippery and
Well, it's not
mushy.
dead, it's coming back to life.
Yeah, but we don't get that until like a few more weeks, and I feel like also like I have just this feeling that like a week from now we're gonna get a huge snowstorm that's just gonna put us back into
Well,
like
we're gonna get one Thursday.
okay, see, this is what I'm saying. We're gonna get a
What?
snowstorm that's gonna put us back into winter for at least
Bro,
another
you don't
week.
understand. I can just go to Top Golf. I don't care.
Uh-huh, sure. The golfers have evolved beyond the need for nature.
I have heated bays and all the hot green tea I can drink at Top Golf.
Or
Hey
they
guys,
give
sorry,
you
I thought we were doing 9.
No,
oh
it's all right, buddy. Me and Zach have been talking about scarcity and his weed addiction.
uh-huh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Zach. It's funny. One of us, whenever like one of us stops something, like the other picks it up. We like.
Yeah, we
Like,
we have to cycle through it. It's a zero sum game for
Dude, you know what
vices.
I've been Tor, you know what I've been drinking that's really good that I think
what
you would like?
what is it?
I've been drinking the Rocks energy drink, Zoa. It's so
The
damn
Rock
good.
has an energy drink. Okay, I gotta try it. Wait.
Bro, it's so damn good. Get the tropical punch. It is so damn good, dude. And it
Oh,
has like all of your daily vitamin B6 and B12 in it. It's fucking crazy.
I don't mean to derail anything. Zach, so are you recording this?
Yeah, I'm recording. I'm recording.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna switch to a better microphone so you guys can hear me better.
Okay.
Just give me 1 sec. All right,
Sure.
sorry,
You got
sorry,
it.
I derailed everything.
No, you're
But I
fine.
might you didn't derail anything. But yeah, I might become a Zoa ambassador.
So like, what is? I kind of feel like all of these vitamins things with like some reservations. Like I know like some vitamins are important, right? But I think like most vitamins is just better to get from like your diet anyway. Like a lot of this stuff is like needs to be
But
like fat soluble.
a lot of stuff isn't B6 and B12 rich, and that's kind of the mood booster along with D.
Okay,
So
I don't.
it's like that new Glarus you're drinking, that doesn't have any vitamins in it.
That's true. Well, it's got the most important vitamin. It's got vitamin A, vitamin AL.
Yeah, great. Well, yeah, you sound like a real expert.
Uh-huh.
You sound like a real good source for where you should, get your vitamins.
I will say it is like a nice like uh I don't buy a lot of beer anymore. I used to buy like I keep my kitchen,
What
kind of.
do you steal that from an old lady too?
Well, my old lady gave it to me. Nina gave it to me as a gift when she came back from Wisconsin.
New Glarus, I mean, Spotted Cow, like when I was drinking, is good, but all beer is disgusting, dude.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Here's the thing. I can't drink beer the way I used to. And like I was never
Yeah,
like a
Zach, that's
huge
because you're
drinker.
aging.
Yeah, well, exactly.
You're 45 now, Zach. You
Uh-huh.
can't drink like you used to.
Well, okay. In the past, like, let's look at the past 6 months. I
Okay.
had two weddings, which I had like I think one of them I came out of with like a decent okay.
Wow. Two
Uh,
weddings in 6 months. Man,
no,
You're
no.
Mr. Popular over there. That's almost a wedding per quarter.
Okay, actually, if we count Sam Harriman, the owner of Sisyphus's wedding, which I only went to the
That
reception.
was
I go,
2 years ago.
no, it wasn't. That was like last year. That was
Oh, yeah.
2022.
That was when I was doing my fake sober October.
Oh yeah, nice. I'm glad that converted to real sober October. But I was
Well,
like
it
deathly
had to.
hungover from that one.
Okay, this should sound a lot better.
It sounds
Oh,
great.
you sound great, Tor.
Thank you.
I have a question for Tor.
Yeah, what's up?
That I've been thinking about. So Tor, you recently made quite the purchase.
Yeah, that's part of the reason I'm spiraling this week, because I decided to punish myself by working in the mid 50s hours like this week to make up money.
You deserve something nice.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I wanted to get a really ugly bass guitar.
What does it look like, Tor? Show us what it is.
Yeah, I'll show you a picture. Hold on.
Okay.
Because Tor, now we can start the I Love You Man jam band.
Well,
Yeah,
I've
that's
always
what we
had
wanted.
I have a pretty good bass already. I wanted a semi hollow though, or hollow.
Mana, I love you.
Let's see.
It's Mana. Zach's
So
mooching off his mama. Zach's mooching off his mama.
here I'll do the
All the
drums.
kind bars. She took all the kind bars, and now she's dead. And now she's dead.
Okay.
If you want, I can share the screen and show you guys what it is.
Share your screen. Go for it. Wait,
You
do I have
gotta
to give you
enable it,
permission?
buddy. You gotta give me permission. I promise I won't play furry porn again.
No, play
There.
that. That was good.
Okay.
And
Does this
how
work?
come we edited so much of that out?
Well, I did notice what I did accidentally, like, it's like, I made sure there wasn't any like nudity in the video we were watching, but like it was a porno site, so there was like ads
Yeah.
with nudity in it.
Well,
That was a mistake on my part. I'm sorry.
also, like, to be fair, even of the stuff that you thought was like nudity free, you could still see like the edges of nipples and
Yeah, but
Hey,
that's
subscribe
okay.
to our
That's up to the
Patreon,
line.
folks. You want the real dirty stuff? You subscribe. Oh, that's a
Oh
beauty
my god.
tour.
That's like the same shade of color as like Jim Carrey's The Mask.
That
Yeah,
looks like
it looks like
looks
poop.
like what comes out of Zach's bell end.
Exactly. That was like I looked at it, I was like, this
Got
is
them
so ugly.
gonorrhea blues. I stole your car,
No, this is
boss.
great.
Now I got chlamydia.
Yeah, for those of you at home, it's a Reverend Dub King. I believe the color scheme is called Avocado Burst.
Dude,
Ooh.
Tor. So Tor, you bought the base. So now are you just gonna be like putzing around at home? Are you gonna be are you and I gonna collab and lay down some tracks? Me on vocals, you on the bass.
Well, I realized how bad I've gotten at I was like I picked up my like bass the other day and I was like, God damn it, I stopped practicing for years and I got bad at it.
So
And now
that'll happen, Tor, when you stop practicing for years.
you got to maintain. I'm super nervous because I have pizza rolls in the oven, and if there's like a window of opportunity that's like plus or minus 1 minute where like it's either they come out good or they all explode and like then make the pan impossible to clean and like set your smoke alarm off.
Did you set a timer?
I never set timers. I never
Tor!
measure ingredients, and I never set
Tor,
timers.
these are self-made problems, Tor.
You are absolutely correct. You are 100% correct. I'm a masochist.
You gotta set your phone as a timer.
Okay.
I am a psychopath masochist.
Tor,
Yeah.
Mike.
Some men just want to watch the pizza rolls burn. Some men just want to watch the world burn as the pizza. You gotta understand, Master Wine. There was a fella out in South Africa, and he cooked the pizza rolls till they exploded.
I think I've said.
Want to watch the world burn.
Some men want to make the roof of their mouth burn.
No, I like that speech from A Dark Knight is one of the funniest things in the world. I just think it's like. Oh, sorry.
It's Michael Caine's best work besides the Muppets Christmas Carol.
Okay, I'll be right back.
It's a speech that birthed 1,000 Facebook signatures.
It's a speech that birthed 1,000 school shootings.
God, I mean, so
well, it's true.
Come
on, you like some dark humor.
Yeah, that's what they call me, Zach Dark Humor.
That's
Kagan.
my brand, baby. I gotta live up to the brand at Just Mike Lester.
Okay, look. Here's how I feel about. I'm trying to divert the conversation from anything but school shooters. Okay.
Yeah, I was done.
So, when I was living with this guy in Goleta, right? He was like one of those guys who's on like the paleo diet, or maybe this was like pre-paleo, but probably like Atkins or something like that.
Now, for the listener, explain what the paleo diet is.
Well, I mean, I don't do it. I don't do paleo or keto or whatever. I love carbs. What kind
of diet do you do?
I usually eat like a bunch of
whatever the hell you want.
Whatever my mom's got in her fridge. So usually some bread and cheese.
You do the mommy diet.
The mommy moochie diet is what I do.
The mommy moochie diet. You gotta do a diet video. Where the mommy moochie diet. That's an Instagram reel.
So
guys, I made a mistake. I made a tragic mistake.
Okay.
I used the top part of the oven instead of the middle rack.
Oh, so there's still got some time to go?
Yeah, I just turned it off the oven, and hopefully the residual heat will.
Nice. Don't things get like more cooked higher in the oven because heat rises?
No, it's lower because it's closer to the. Zach, have you ever cooked a meal for yourself?
Zach. What? And don't act like this is stupid.
It is a stupid question, Zach, for someone your age. Yes, so the heating element is at the bottom of the oven.
Okay.
Heat is highest near the heat source.
Zach, you have the highest IQ in this Zoom chat.
That's not true. That's not true. And
you're right,
second,
I do. You're right,
No, fuck off.
You're right, I do. You're right, Zach. You said it. I'm the smartest one, and I love you, Mana.
And the second thing is that, like, wouldn't the temperature of the oven like come to equilibrium, right, over time? Like, it's not like that he can go
about,
anywhere.
Zach? You were just talking about how you're on the mommy moochie diet.
What is the mommy moochie diet?
That's the diet Zach's on, where you just eat whatever your mom makes.
It's pretty good. I got a lot.
Like this. Let's watch this.
All right. So my old roommate in Galita, he was on the paleo diet. So he would sometimes just make like whole tri-tip. He would make a whole tri-tip.
Don't go off the Fez Watley.
Keep going, Zach.
He would make a whole tri-tip, and he's just cooking it. And then I would come home from work, and I'd ask him, like, hey, you got a whole tri-tip. Can I have some? And he'd be like, no, man, I've calculated all the protein I need. I need all this protein.
I knew a guy like that in college. He was really into Joe Rogan.
Yeah, that's called meal prepping, Zach. You're supposed to make your own food.
Oops.
I've been really into Ron and Fez lately. Sorry. You guys heard of Ron and Fez?
What is he doing?
No, what is
I
this
like
thing?
it.
So he's
It's
baby
old-
Hitler in this?
Yeah, it's Opie and Anthony adjacent. But I think it's
Oh
like,
my god! So
it's
is this Tales from the Virus? Is that what we're doing?
no, not really. I will never
I
do a
don't
Fez
like
Watley
this.
Tales from the Virus. It's kind of it's
it would
too
be
hard.
fun
It's
to
like
be Hitler. I thought it would
this
be
is
fun to
Fez.
be a
Fez
baby.
Watley is the
The
man dressed as baby
paparazzi
Hitler.
is out
People
here.
at home
The
were watching a
flash bulbs are going
grown
off.
man walk around
Nonsense
Times
Surrey
Square in a
Cruz
diaper
has a
and a
baby
Hitler
in this
mustache.
photograph. Stop that! Stop chanting that. It's not
This
funny.
is kind of back in the day.
You
This
know,
is
wearing
like,
a diaper,
this
you
is
wouldn't
like
think I'd be
cutting
that-
edge on the street pranking.
Yeah, I genuinely think Ron and Fez is an amazing.
Is there a game on tonight?
It's actually probably the greatest radio show. It starts out amazing. Fez Watley, the gentleman depicted here, begins as one of the funniest people on the planet, like one of the best.
Cut the volume on this so we can hear you, Tor.
Sorry. So Fez Watley starts as like one of the.
Zach,
probably,
get
like,
your mom in to watch this. See what she thinks.
Oh my
Okay,
god!
I will say that, like, for like, I guess he has the Hitler mustache, but other than that, he doesn't have any like Hitler shit going on.
Well, that was because so he lost a bet to shave into the Hitler mustache, and then he lost another bet to dress up as a baby. So he combined the two bits, but he was walking around with the Hitler stash before the baby bit. So there's like a video of him like
what bets is he betting on, right? Like, what can we understand?
Radio
some
bets. No.
Ben
Okay,
bets,
so
Zach.
the
Bets
Hitler
and
one
Ben.
Is it
sorry.
like sports or like what?
Yeah,
Bets,
so the
bets that don't involve
Dude,
the
he
mommy
looks-
moochie diet.
He looks like Mike Racine. Like, it's uncanny.
Are you serious?
He's like a short,
That's-
chubbier Mike Racine. A shorter,
I-
chubbier Mike Racine.
Maybe I guess I can see that. No. So to answer your question, the bet was he lost a contest against Eastside Dave, who actually will have a Tales from the Virus.
I like how he has a Buccaneers tattoo.
Yeah, he's from the deep South, like very like he grew up in a very conservative family, and he was like closeted.
We should send Chewy to a magic convention dressed like this.
I would love to send Joey to a magic convention.
He'll
Dressed
literally
like a baby.
He'll do whatever I ask of him since I gave him that guest set.
Oh my
Hell yeah,
God.
you gave Chewy a guest set. Hell yes.
Chewy did great. Chewy earned it.
Hell
yeah,
yes.
Zach. He did earn it.
All right, shut up, Mike. You suck.
So just to like
Let's look at Tor's suggested videos. Let's go on
Sure.
here.
Yeah, let's go. Let's see what Tor's YouTube homepage looks like.
Aldous Harding. Okay.
Aldous Harding
Aldous
is
Harding's
amazing.
awesome.
She's
I'm not
great.
familiar. I should do some research.
She's like Lady Gaga if she were talented. Go to your
Yeah.
YouTube homepage, Tor.
Well, okay, I was just gonna walk us through the Sublime, Otis Redding, Caius Whitewater.
No, but go to your YouTube homepage. Click on that.
Yeah,
I
let's see it.
it's
I
gonna
don't
be like
care.
it's gonna be like mass shooting stuff probably. No, okay.
Okay,
So-
man spends $50,000 on a single Gmod server.
I've never watched this channel in my life. I don't know why.
Here,
This
go
is,
down.
Opie and
Why-
Anthony, Tom Green show.
Why was the great dying so bad? Dude,
Yeah,
what?
why was it?
That's That's
Tor,
like the extinction of the dinosaurs. What?
Tor, how's our chemist buddy doing that makes all the fun
Oh,
bombs?
that was in the lost step. I guess he's still alive.
Pull him up. Pull him up.
Yeah, that's a good thing because
what
like
was his name?
we
James Campbell.
yeah, we never got to like really explore this guy on a main feed pod because I fucked up the recording of that episode. But if you want to see, a guy make what is it nitroglycerin?
No, I'll just it's what did he make? He made a nitrogen trichloride by mixing bleach and ammonia.
Hey, we might as well Watley, Hitler, James Campbell. Nice.
Yeah. There we go.
Well, while we're waiting on Tor, how are we it's pretty devastating news for people of our age group. How are we feeling about the TikTok ban?
Wait, what is happening there? Like are they gonna like prevent people from downloading the app or what?
I think it's just going to be banned from you. I mean, you can still like get around it with a VPN, but you just won't be able to use it in the US.
Yeah, I think it's
really?
just it's national dick measuring kind of.
Yeah, well, it's basically, to me, like I watched some of the hearing when we kind of went at the CEO, and it's basically like in China, they've outlawed all the social media apps, so we can't spy on them. So we think this is a countermeasure so they can't spy on us. But listen, folks, you're being spied on.
Yeah, here's the thing. Here's the absolute like point is like TikTok is a Chinese company. We don't live in China. My one thing is that
a guy literally a US senator literally asked, if TikTok is being used on my Wi-Fi, can TikTok access the appliances in my home?
See, here's the issue I see with it.
This was an elected official asked, can TikTok hack my toaster?
Well, here is the issue.
Okay, I don't want to be like one of these like boomers, right? But I had an issue where like my mom was like talking to me about like selling our car or buying a new car, and immediately after we had this conversation, I opened up YouTube and I got an ad for like sellyourcarcheap.com, like whatever.
Yeah, that's
absolutely
nice.
You are being spied. You're being listened to, and it's used for advertising.
Zach,
yeah,
that's
exactly.
helpful. That's good.
Can I just do my TikTok spiel?
Yeah,
which is,
please.
Okay, so
go ahead.
Social media is poison. Like it is
Indeed.
really bad for you.
I agree.
But I think that there's different degrees to which it can be poisonous. And I think the fact that like China has a separate algorithm for their citizens as opposed to our citizens is a very interesting thing.
Wait, why is that so fucked up? Because like the Chinese people want different things from TikTok than Americans.
No. Well, hold on. You can't use TikTok in China.
They have like a different app, right? But it's like the same thing.
But it's it's not TikTok. But I see Tor's point. But yeah, I mean the algorithm's so fast. Like on TikTok. And even on Instagram now, where I mean, all roads lead to mental illness. Like our buddy right here, that's doing a little experiment.
This guy is more mentally healthy than at least me.
He's more mentally healthy than 95% of comics.
He's self-actualized. Like I respect this individual.
Well, he has a skill.
See, like this is ingenious. Like this will explode when like exposed to sunlight. So he's got a cardboard box propped up against it and it's keeping it in the shadow. It's very ingenious.
What do you think this guy's targeted ads are?
I want to get inside. I want to meet this man. He's just a dude in the desert.
Is it like the FBI?
I bet he is. I guarantee you being watched. But
is it like the FBI trying to get him to click on something?
It is crazy that these videos have not been taken down because they are just showing people how to make explosives.
No, it's not. You mix
bleach and ammonia.
That's not an explosive.
Dude, anyone stupid enough to make this will die.
Rewind that, Tor.
Zach, I don't think you understand how easy it is to make an explosive.
Yeah, okay, but they don't want people making this shit at home though.
But Zach,
but they'll blow themselves up. Problem
Watch.
Takes care of itself. Like what is it? It's acetone.
Zach, this would be a funny prank. Say you set this up in your living room before your mom gets home.
Well, I would never do this to my mom.
What? It's a funny prank. You put like orange juice in it, like this guy did, and it's all sticky.
It is. It does like we could prank Aaron with it because it does look like a hazy IPA.
Just maim Aaron with this.
Well,
Like,
I get it, it's also released
Like,
a very
wow, they
poisonous
made
gas.
me a whole beaker
I
of
mean-
the double stout. Oh, I'm gonna drink.
Wait,
See,
Tor,
Aaron would-
Tor, you
What?
said that it releases a poisonous gas. So
An
does
extreme-
Aaron. So does Aaron after a couple double IPAs.
Well, Zach,
Then
I wouldn't
match made in
be
heaven.
clowning on Aaron. I could smell you at Cocaine Bear, dude.
What from like beer or what? I didn't drink.
Oh,
before.
just your BO.
I had
Oh,
BO? Really?
Yeah, you were fucking rank, bro.
That's not true. I wasn't rank at Cocaine Bear.
Bro, you stunk.
When did we see that? What day of the week was that? It was like a weekend?
It was a Sunday, Zach.
I probably was cleanish. I bet.
What?
wait,
So-
you know by day of the week whether or not you're gonna be clean.
I was
Well,
so this is
I don't
how
shower.
I know.
I don't shower every day.
When
you don't
you
shower
go,
every day.
when you
No.
go, Zach, I was probably cleanish. It takes all the validity out of your argument. It eliminates all validity.
I don't think I was stinky. I'm gonna claim this right now. I know when I'm stinky. I am stinky a good amount of the time. I don't think I was stinky then.
You were
Stinky
stinky,
a good
dude.
amount
Why
of
would
the
I lie
time.
about
I
that?
don't
Watch
think I was
this.
stinky. Then.
Why
Hold on, I want
would
you guys-
why would you lie about that? Why would Mike lie about anything? That's a
I'm
good
the
question.
most sober person here.
Okay, well, that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean
Check this out, Zach. I'm
sober
gonna-
people can't lie.
Yeah, look at Trump. I'm gonna clean you up, dude.
Mike's gonna fix Zach's life. We're gonna get that shower rate up to at least once a day.
I'm gonna de-louse Zach at John
Uh-huh.
Wick 4 tomorrow.
Guys, I want you to notice.
I'm gonna hold Zach down and bring in a damp washcloth and a dub bar and scrub his piss.
This thing that we're looking at here looks like a TF2 weapon, right? Like it's just something that a mercenary is gonna throw at like another cartoon mercenary.
Now, I want you to notice what he's lighting it with. He's lighting it with a cigarette, which is so
That's
fucking
awesome.
cool. This guy is so cool.
This is what makes smoking cigarettes cool.
He is so
Yeah.
awesome.
See,
Yeah,
Zach, you need a bath bomb like this to clean that ass up.
Oh, wait. Before I forget, can I give my
Uh-huh.
Ron and Fez pitch?
Oh,
to
sure.
people? See, it starts out as two guys. Ron Bennington's just an old school comedian. He's very funny. He's very he's very quick, like talking guy. Fez Watley was basically just this savant of like broadcasting, just ball of like just everything funny.
Yeah.
Then he goes insane. And you watched a man go through probably a decade long disintegration into madness. And by the end of it,
Fez was the baby Hitler.
Fez is the baby Hitler.
Okay. Okay.
The baby Hitler was like was at the beginning of his slide down, and by the end he is a literal psychopath, paranoid that everyone is out to get him. And then he thankfully retires from radio and spends the last couple years of his life like being around his family and just really calming down. So he seemed a lot happier. So it's a bittersweet ending, but it is there just for people. Look up the Cake Corn Saga. He starts out.
Okay. All right.
Is this like when we watch Cake Farts?
No, it's so he probably due to the baby Hitler stunt, he gets an email from Sirius staff, the suits up above, that they don't want him in a certain part of the studio where there's like very famous celebrities coming in and stuff, like that they don't want. They're kind of nervous that he might do something like and embarrass the company.
Why wouldn't you just fire this dude?
Yeah,
because he has a
that
contract.
point.
He's a contract, and Ron Bennington is an insanely loyal friend who.
Well, put him
Despite-
in the basement and tell him he's doing a radio show and just pay him out and replace him.
He's so entertaining, even when he's insane. Like,
See, that's the
you're
level
so
I
mad
want
at
to
him.
get to. I'm so crazy, but so entertaining. They can't not pay me.
Yeah, so
That's the dream.
to
By the
explain
way, Zach,
Cake-
you have less than a minute left.
Oh,
To explain
okay.
K-Corn really quick, he basically gets that email and he's about to go off on like management or whatever, and it's like those people down the hall, you know, tooting their, and he wants to say cake hole, but he says K-Corn, and Ron Bennington justifiably goes like, what's a K-Corn, Fez? And then he spends the next hour melting down.
Well, then I would have had to adopt. But it's ridiculous that this stuff has to come on. Email and a phone call because the email wasn't enough? That somebody's down the hallway going to Wiki, running their cake horn, tooting that right at Wiki, so that I'm told to stay away from the fishbowl.
All right, I just want to get one.
Drives me fucking nuts.
Well, rather than fucking talk over me, can we stop for a second?
Yes, I'm upset. I'm sorry.
Yeah. How does someone run their cake horn? Is that fucking impossible?
That's not real.
Is it cake?
But by that you mean their mouth?
Yes, I mean their. Of course, I mean their mouth.
That's a fucking cake hole, not a cake horn. You either say to someone, fucking shut your horn or shut your cake hole, but there's no such thing as a cake horn.
In this case, I think it applies. A cake goes in one side and the noise comes out the other.
So everyone just calls in making cake horn puns, and he's getting progressively more and more pissed off that no one's taking him seriously. And cake horn ends up becoming the number one topic, like trending topic on Twitter. Like, he has nobody could create entertainment like Fez Whatley. He is psychopathic and an awful person, frankly, but it's so entertaining. So Ron and Fez.
Speaking of awful people, no, JK, but my dad was trying to get a hold of me all day.
Ooh, what's going down?
So he was trying to get a hold of me all day. His phone wasn't working. I could hear him. He couldn't hear me. And I thought it was like really like urgent, like a health concern, because as our parents get older, you never know what they're going to call about.
Yeah, exactly.
So he finally gets a hold of me. I had like 2 meetings today. It was a busy day. I had to get up early to get everything done before I had to kind of thrust myself into
2 meetings. Oh no, 2 meetings.
Well, if it's at like 6 a.m., it's rough.
Well, yeah, they were intensive too, because I got to do a lot of prep for this stuff, because I have to like pitch in the meetings. I have to lead one of them. It's a little exhaustive, a little more important than being a junior engineer. So, anyways,
I'm not a junior engineer, but good try. Nice try.
Yeah, well, you're on the Mama Munchies diet, so you could have fooled me. So, anyways, my dad.
Speaking of, there's Mama Munchies diet exists, right? What about the Daddy Dookie diet? What would be in your dad's fridge if you had to subsist off of that?
Just like plastic jug vodka and milk.
Uh-huh.
So, anyways, my dad gets a hold of me, and he was like, son, I got to talk to you. There's been something weighing on my mind. He's like, remember when we got Jojo? Jojo was our old English Mastiff. And I was like, yeah. And he's like,
no.
remember that cat Rascal we had that I said ran
no.
away?
Sorry, keep going.
And I was like, how Rascal would like piss on my work shirts after we got Jojo? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, he was like, well, one day I killed him.
Jesus
Wait,
Christ.
what? This was not going where I thought.
That's even worse than I thought. I thought Jojo killed him.
No,
I'll use Jojo as a murder weapon.
No, why did you bring up Jojo?
And my dad, like, the way he follows it up, like, he's like, yeah, and I would just feel so guilty whenever you thought you saw Tabby in the neighborhood that was him, and I didn't have the heart to tell you till now. And I'm like, bro, this was 17 years.
Yeah, like, isn't it one of the 12 steps, like, like getting stuff like that off your chest?
Well, he got it. He's done the 12 steps many times. It's almost
never got to that one.
It's almost a dance number for him at this point. But yeah, it was like I was like getting I was like getting groceries to make dinner.
You're just you're at Costco and just
I'm like at the grocery store. And my dad's like, I gotta tell you this, and I'm like, dude, you could have never told me this, and it would have been fine.
it's insane.
Oh my god, this
It's completely-
picture. I can't.
This is
deal
my
with
dad.
shit.
This is my dad calling me.
Okay.
Oh.
Wait,
All right.
is it
Speaking of TikTok, I just wanted to have share one point for maybe Chewy if you're listening to this part.
Why,
of the
Zach?
episode.
Did you get another targeted ad that helped you?
No, this is not really to target ads. I just want to point out that Marvel Snap, the company, the game that Chewy is enraptured by, is owned
Aren't you
by.
enraptured by it too?
Yeah, I was gonna
it's
say you were called out by our friend.
Yeah,
about
it's
having
true.
an addiction to it.
Didn't you play Marvel Snap rather than hang out with Belly, which led to his departure from the program?
That is not what led. I apologize for that. I'm not going to claim that I was 100% perfect on that trip. But other than one incident, it was a perfect trip.
Not that I heard.
No. Micah, Belly of Steel, we love you. We're sending out good vibes.
Not coming back.
Come back to us, baby.
He's playing Metroid Prime on 6 different devices right now. He's
in a Metroid hole.
He's in Nirvana right now. He's ascended. But no, the company
Life after Mana, you just sit in a room and play the same game on 6 screens.
We were talking about how in a Patreon episode about how in what was the name of that book? Fahrenheit
Wow,
we don't know.
451.
This is great content, Zach. You just figuring out the name of a book. What is our
Fahrenheit?
Patreon?
Fahrenheit 451. We had a conversation about Fahrenheit 451 on the Patreon and how in that book people live in houses.
Giving it away, dude. You're giving it away for free. Patreon.com/ILoveYouMana.
All right. I'll stop.
Now, what's your TikTok? What's your TikTok point?
So Marvel Snap is
owned by the same company, right?
Exactly. It's owned by Nuverse, which is the gaming arm of ByteDance, which is the company that owns TikTok. So Marvel Snap is owned by the same company that owns TikTok. So maybe they'll ban Marvel Snap. I don't know. Probably not.
Free you from your debilitating addiction.
Honestly, I'm coming off of it. I'm it's kind of gotten a little stale. There's only so much stuff you can do with a mobile game, but it's pretty good for what it is.
No, Biden's son loves Marvel Snap too much for them to ban it.
Wait, really? Hunter is
huge into Marvel Snap.
Cool. I'm glad he's got something else.
Shouts out my good friend Hunter Biden.
I'm glad he's got a new vice to, kind of they the Republicans subpoena his emote logs and sees that he's a toxic spammer.
They seized the smartphone with his longest Marvel Snap game on it.
Yeah, they find out that he's a Thanos player and they call him toxic.
Now, see, that's a Marvel Snap inside joke, and I resent that.
He plays
Tor. You just got snapped.
He plays Sarah Toxic, Wong Capo.
Yeah, take that, Tor. You just got snapped.
These words mean you might as well be saying Harry Potter spells. They mean nothing to me. Can you really get burned if you don't understand it?
I mean, it's about as gay as Harry Potter, to be honest.
Okay,
okay.
Easy there, Tiger.
Zach's finally turned. Zach's gone alt-right.
I mean, this stuff is stupid. Let's just be clear.
It's not like golf, dude. You fucking use a stick to hit a ball. It's awesome.
Well, okay. You're hitting us. You're touching someone's stick to hit some balls.
No, it's my stick. I own the sticks. The balls are rented, dude. I own the sticks.
So you're caressing someone else's balls.
No, I'm thwacking them hundreds of yards.
It's more of a sadomasochism thing.
Imagine that interaction with the sex worker that was just like, kick my balls 200 yards. And then you can do it again until you find the rhythm, until you get into the flow state.
You got to get into the hole, though, right?
Imagine like how have you ever seen those they got really fancy like driving ranges in Japan where the ball just comes up on a tee like for you? Like imagine just testicles coming up through the floor for you to kick.
God, that would explain a lot of stuff about you, Mike. If that's the kind of things that you go for, you just want to have
it's no
complete power.
mystery. It's no mystery. My orientation
That you're a sadomasochist.
that I love kicking balls hundreds of yards.
He likes inflicting masochism.
I like thwacking them.
He likes thwacking it.
I like.
Sorry.
I like thwacking it hundreds of yards.
What did you think you were stepping on, Tor? What grand statement did you think that you were?
Well, he was tying off the joke.
Up.
He was tying off the joke. He was tagging it.
Yeah,
you don't want to interrupt tags.
Yeah, Zach. These are good riffs, unlike Henry's.
I don't know what that is about.
Henry sucks.
No, Henry's great.
Great. Shut the fuck up. You suck.
I don't know what's everyone.
Look at how tilted Zach got.
I'll defend Henry. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, good defense. You suck. Shut up. Whoa, got me. Wow, good one.
Henry's funny, and you're just threatened because he's another funny tall guy, and he's younger.
I don't care that he's funny. I don't do comedy anymore.
Okay, well, neither does Henry, so that works out.
Yeah, so we're tied.
Can I recommend?
Shout out to Henry's Comics. Check it out at Henry Nougat on Instagram.com.
No, that's been discontinued. Shout out Jersey Mike's.
Wait, are you continuing the streak?
What about the Jersey? Did you see this thing about Danny DeVito and they're like donating a bunch of money or something?
Yeah, I've known about that, Zach, and I can safely say I've gotten over $200 worth of free sandwiches in the month of March.
Yeah, so March is ending. What's the new deal?
I don't know what the new deal is yet, Tor, but I'm scared.
All right, I'm praying for you. Hopefully,
these are uncertain
not
times. I mean, listen, the algorithm, we're reaching a singularity with the Jersey Mike's coupon.
So I'm on a Mommy Munchies diet, and you're on a Mikey Munchies diet or Moochie's diet.
Well, I munch my own Mikey, if you know what I mean.
Okay,
you demonstrated that in an earlier episode. Actually, you showed us how you did it.
I munch my own Mikey real good.
I think there's a photo on my phone of you demonstrating that. Actually, I should look that
good.
up.
Let's post that.
Can I recommend a movie to you guys?
Yeah,
sure.
It's a Sherlock Holmes movie called The Sign of the Four.
Is this the super old Sherlock Holmes?
So I believe it came out it was a TV movie in 1987, I believe, or 1983. I don't know which one. I think it's the 1987 version.
And that's like 10 years after Zach was born.
So
Zach, you could have watched that, right? You're old as shit.
We're like 2 years apart, Mike.
No, we're not.
The reason I
think less than, to be honest.
I'm 20.
Sure. Go ahead, Tor.
The reason I recommend it is because British people just do things a little differently. And I guess you could call it a murder weapon in this like, so basically the evil guy is
dildo?
No. The bad guy in this is an old peg-legged seaman.
I'm a beg you, you know, right? I'm a beg you with my leg, man, all right?
He's traveled the world and he's intermingled with different cultures, right?
I've put my leg in many places. I've munched my own mic.
Tor, did you say that he was a seaman?
Yeah, he's a seaman.
Zach, I saw that. Aaron posted that text fail.
What was that?
Zach tried to make a dumb pun and ended up saying semen.
Zach, you knucklehead.
Yeah, Zach, you snapped yourself. You munched your own mic there.
I was trying to
fool.
We were doing some riffs on Popeye the Sailor Man, and then I wanted to do Popeye the Sea Man, but I wanted to spell it out SEA, so it was like implied.
Have you ever watched the live action Popeye with Robin Williams? It was like his first big movie. It's fucking horrible.
I thought it was pretty compelling, to be honest. I kind of liked it.
Well, Zach, you like Marvel Snap, so that tracks.
Okay, so let me just get through this.
What's compelling about that movie? They literally ran out of money and couldn't even do the fucking final scene.
Keep in mind, I watched it when I was like 6 or something. Like I was very young, so I was just like, "Oh, funny guy." And then
so Zach, are you seriously gonna stand by your thoughts and beliefs from when you were 6, dude? Because that's pretty short-sighted.
All I'm saying is when I liked it, I thought I enjoyed it. I did hear that they were trying to make an animated Popeye the Sailor Man for years. And
the original Popeye the Sailor Man, which is an animated thing?
I know they were trying to make it like a digitally animated. They
Zach, you're getting snapped on, dude.
Like and there's like a test
your own mic.
There's like a test version of it on YouTube. You can find it. It's really good.
Oh wow, a test version of Popeye the Sailor Man.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get my rattle and my binky and head right over to watch that.
It's pretty good. I'll find it. It's a fun.
Hey Zach, do you like
good animation?
Do you like playing with blocks too?
I like good animation. We both like Puss in Boots, right?
Zach, take it easy, dude.
Tor, pull up
that Puss in Boots clip.
Well, okay, hold on. So the sign of the four. Just let me finish this real quick. Okay. So this old sea timey, he's traveled the world. He's met and mixed with many different cultures, and he has a weapon. And he shows it. There's a shot in the movie where he like opens up like the door to a basement. You just see like an upward angle shot at the seaman and like a guy he's showing this to. And they're both like shocked, like, how did you get one of those? Like, where did you get that? And this is the murder weapon, right? And I am going to now share with you what that murder weapon was. Just give me one moment to find it. There she blows. That's the murder weapon. This
looks like Zach, dude.
Wait.
This is a little person in brown face.
This looks like Zach.
Wait, what?
He's supposed to be playing like pygmy from like India that's like bonded, I guess is the best word, to the old peg-legged sea captain. Like he's like kind.
This looks like Zach trying to fit in at like a nightclub.
I like this. I started by saying the British do things a little differently.
Oh, what's wrong?
And
is that a little too adult for your little Popeye brain?
So, what's the murder weapon here?
This guy right here. He's the murder weapon. He's like a train. He's like he interacts with the old sea captain the way like a dog would interact with an owner. Except he's got a little blow dart that he uses to like.
Okay, so
people.
That's the murder weapon.
No, this is the murder
weapon. Just called Harry Potter gay, dude. You can't not like this.
But I'm just saying the British do racism differently. That's what I'm saying.
What's racist about this?
Well, it's a little person in brown face.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on.
The Oompa Loompas are orange. Does that make
you know what?
really
the Oompa Loompas were racist.
No, they're not,
they
dude.
weren't. Against Donald Trump, maybe.
Oompa Doompa
What do you think the Oompa Loompas were supposed to represent?
The Irish.
Yeah, and it was a good depiction. Oompa Doompa Doompa Dee Dee. I am a drunk potato farmer.
Actually,
what do you get when you car bomb a... What do you get when you set up a car bomb? You get a bunch of years of bullshit. There is no point or conclusion to this war. Oompa Doompa Doompa Dee Dee. We look like leprechauns, can't you see? Our currency is Lucky Charms. Oompa Doompa
Doompa Dee Dee. We are Catholics. Protestants, get away from ye.
We are Catholics. Should have just been the line. We are Catholics. We diddle our kiddies.
God. But they are. Is like orange a Catholic color, or I forget?
No,
There's
that's
the
what
orange.
Irish people look like. They drink
loyalists.
themselves orange.
Okay, got you. All right, then it's tough. It's tough. Okay.
They all look like rotten carrots. The Irish.
Oh my God! Happy St. Patrick's Day, belated.
Oh,
You know that picture I just showed you guys? That guy actually played a goblin in Harry Potter, too. He's in Andor.
That's how he got cast, was from that role. JK saw that and she's like, "Oh, he's got a lovely figure.
He'll make a perfect goblin.
Oh, you look like a perfect goblin. You know who else makes perfect goblins? The LGBTQ community."
All right, let's not go down that road. Do we have March Magics to get to? Because I know
why
Mike
not? We're
wants to-
casting goblins.
So, okay, let's establish where we are in March Magics. All right. We are in the midst of round 2. If we want to take a look at how things round 2 is going, we can. We have about 10 polls. They're currently in flight. I think if this episode comes out this week, the stuff that's in flight.
It will.
The stuff that's in flight is still going to be open. The polls will be open until Friday, about midnight on Friday. So I guess that's 12 Saturday Central Time. So if you're listening to this episode, Doompa participate into the polls. We ask
March Magics is going into June. Oompa.
No, it won't though, because we have 10 polls right now ish, right? So then we get to 4 polls for the next round, and then we get the finals the round after that. So that's 2 more episodes, but we could probably squeeze it into a week of polls, because things get smaller and smaller. So we could be done with March Magics by next week if you guys want.
How are the votes going in this new round, Zach? Are we getting the same interest as the first round?
I would say some of the momentum has some of the wind has come out of the sails. We had 50 rounds.
We had a strong start.
We had 50 rounds per vote. 50. I mean, it felt like that, to be honest. We had about 50 votes per round in round 1, right? Now going into round 2, things are a lot closer to 5. But hey, after this episode's out, people, the alarm will be raised, the banner will be raised, and people will come to our cause.
Are you pushing it in the Patreon? I mean, the Discord, the I Love You Man, a Superhighway?
We're pushing in the Discord. We're gonna be posting it. We're gonna be bumping it. We're gonna get it again onto Instagram and stuff. The one thing is that we had a big push in round 1 because we had Fire Shoes for tweeting. We had a bunch of Circovitz retweeting.
Well,
we
ask
had
them. Ask
Casual
them
Magic. Well, we already did it once. I don't want to go back to the well again.
But it's a new round, Zach.
Okay. How do you feel, Tor? Because I don't want to come off as spamming.
I think that you should do whatever you want.
I mean, the votes.
I'm not a thinker.
The rounds have been a month apart, so I don't think it's spamming.
Yeah, this is a good point. So we'll see.
Let's start a new poll of favorite Harry Potter characters.
And they're each a different ethnicity. You
I think
the Patel twins.
We just post that weapon Tor showed us 16 times and see which gets through to the end.
You guys we should pull up that Popeye footage because it's pretty good. It would have been a fun animated movie if they ever made it.
Okay, I'll pull it up if you give me screen sharing.
Didn't I? Oh, I have to do it again.
Yeah, you gotta do it again though.
Okay, there, I've done it.
Hold on.
Like to suck on your baba and watch Popeye.
Give me one. Okay, here we go.
Oh. Sorry.
No worries. I gotta wait. I gotta get through an ad really quick. So just give me 1 second.
No,
okay,
you're a-okay.
All right, we'll close out with Popeye.
All right, ready? I give you Popeye, ladies and gentlemen.
How much time do we have on the Zoom? How much time we have in this episode?
I don't know. With the
Viva Balenciaga, Harry.
Oh, this is pretty good. God, this is awesome. By the way, who made this?
I don't know.
Guy,
What is the Demon Flying Fox?
Between H&M and Balenciaga.
This looks like me. That looks like Zach.
After all, to the well-organized mind, Balenciaga is but the next great adventure.
What is that quote from? The well-organized
You find
mind.
out that some fashion is better than other, Potter.
Is Balenciaga just like leather?
There is only Balenciaga, and those too weak to seek it.
Avada Balenciaga.
All right, folks. We love you, Manna.
Yeah, I can play the Popeyes if you want.
Wait, what? It is crazy the kind of things that
Review
we can
objects
do.
and scale the robot.
I look forward to it taking every job possible.
Okay,
AI?
And everyone just becomes an Uber driver.
I
or,
can't
like,
wait
DoorDasher.
because you can golf manually without AI, so I'm good.
So
and professional golfer, obviously. This looks awful.
The Popeyes?
Yeah, it's the stupid Pixar animation.
So we'll close on this.
Make it. It's not Popeye. Popeye is like good animation.
Well, we'll watch it. It's fun. But bring it up.
Oh, sorry,
You're
I
not
forgot
sharing the
about
right
the-
thing. Yeah.
Oh, I'm watching it right now. Sorry.
All right, but you're not sharing it. You're not
I
sharing the
know
right
because
thing.
I have to exit out of screen share when I switch videos. I forgot.
Okay.
I forgot.
Jack,
Okay,
we're gonna
okay.
watch Popeye. Don't worry.
So here's the thing.
Sure.
I tried to do so I did this AI training thing for Joe Biden. See, look at this. This is fun.
This looks dumb.
It's
Look
just
at all
it's
these noodle
Pixar.
arms.
I see Pixar and I gag. I gag now.
How peculiar.
Did she
That's
literally
fun.
just say it's raining men?
Yeah, she quoted the song.
That's not cool, dude.
Butt crush.
And then look at these big booties. I can relate to this.
I think you're kind of fetishizing Popeye, Zach.
Well, these are not Popeyes. These are like pirates or whatever. I think that these are like Beluto's guys. But see, like there's some cartoony stuff going on here.
Yeah, I hate this animation style. I physically like my body rejects it. I think it's not like badly done animation. It's just I hate my personal preference. Like the style makes me physically ill.
So this didn't get greenlit.
No, I didn't.
Good.
Or maybe it did, but then it got like canned before it got too far.
I think we should watch the Robin Williams Popeye for Patreon.
Okay, sure.
I can do that. I'm down for that.
It's
Oh,
awful.
what's he
You
gonna do,
barely-
guys? What?
Okay.
So what's the little golden thing?
That I'm not sure. I don't know why it moves so
That's
fast.
is that a Popeye thing?
Entirely, that's a character that they could make into a toy.
Yeah, that was probably voiced by like Seth MacFarlane or something. Like,
Let's
like,
just watch all of Garfield the movie.
So I tried to do we had this video the week before of Joe Biden. I did that AI voice of Joe Biden, and I tried to for Belly's
they
sake.
want me to buy it. Sorry, keep
No,
going.
let's just watch the trailer.
Keep
for-
going, Zach. You
for
did AI Joe Biden, right?
So yeah,
Which is very
for-
good.
For Belly's sake, I wanted to generate an AI voice of Vin Diesel, right? So I could have him like send a message to Belly, an AI voice of Vin Diesel. I thought this was going to be great. I spent like 2 hours, maybe not 2 hours, but like an hour and change, like editing an interview of Vin Diesel because you need to get clean audio of only him speaking. So I was like, cutting out all of the other people in the interview
Zach.
to only get Vin Diesel or whatever. I
Tor,
submitted.
I can't hear it. Can you turn it up?
I submitted
So
it.
you submitted it.
Let's do it.
And the audio, like the audio that came from Vin Diesel, the AI Vin Diesel was so terrible. It was unusable.
It was unusable. Yeah, AI's got a little ways to go I think, before it destroys us all.
Get him,
But
Garfield!
Godspeed AI. I want
Get him,
the
John.
world to be in the labor in the service.
And he's in love.
I want everybody to work in it.
You're so cute.
With himself.
I want to be like working with like former doctors. Surgeons might still be for a little while.
Guys, look at how good this movie is.
He's the original fat
Talking
cat
about good animation.
I'm just big boned,
This is
okay?
good animation.
with an appetite for
Bill Murray.
adventure.
Dude, he's a star. Everyone loves Bill Murray. He's the
Garfield.
funniest guy on the planet.
All right, folks.
Watch as he mumbles incoherently and hits on women. He's so funny.
So vote on your favorite scene from the live action Garfield, and we'll see you next week, everyone.
All right, see you later, guys. Sleep
All
well,
right.
Mikey. Love you all. Mark
Love you,
man.
man. Check out the polls. Bye, guys.
Check the polls.
Smoke them polls.
Smoke those polls.
I Love You Manna is brought to you by Joe Biden 2024. You want a little bit more of the same? You want a little bit of that gumption, America? You want more from me? I love some.
Now I'm gonna play this Vin Diesel audio deepfake, and we can all determine together, me, you, the listener, Belly, can determine if it was worth the $2 I spent on this software.
Wait, hold on, you paid for this?
Yeah, $2, but it's like $5 a month, but I had a discount and then I didn't renew, so $2. All right.
How much of that is for the? Did you use Patreon money?
This was my own hard-earned cash. None of the Man and Pampers, cold hard American dollars
I'm
were
impressed.
spent. All right, are you ready?
I'm impressed. Yeah.
Salute me, familia. It's me, your #1 street racer.
That somebody's down the hallway going to Wiki, running their cake horn, tooting that right at Wiki, so that I'm told to stay away from the fishbowl.
All right, I just want to get one.
Drives me fucking nuts.
Well, rather than fucking talk over me, can we stop for a second?
Yes, I'm upset. I'm sorry.
Yeah. How does someone run their cake horn? Is that fucking impossible?
That's not real. Is it cake?
But by that you mean their mouth?
Yes, I mean their. Of course, I mean their mouth.
That's a fucking cake hole, not a cake horn.
I don't know what the fuck I just heard. That was like.
For the full bonus episode, check out our Patreon.